All right, what's going on, everybody? So, guys, for today's training, I'm going to be talking about, and this was actually a request by one of our members. I'm going to talk about how I use downline builders to help build my list. Okay, so it's going to be a pretty intensive training today. And if I run over time, I'll have to just do a second part later on. But basically, what it boils down to is using a capture page for everything that you're promoting. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a traffic exchange, whether it's a business opportunity, doesn't matter what it is, using a capture page for everything that you promote, okay? Because we all been told the money's in the list, and the bigger your list is, the more engagement you have with your list, the more money you're potentially going to make, okay? So I'm going to compare a couple of things here with a couple of different types of sites. So first of all, let's go to, I'm going to go to one of the sites that I'm part of, and you're probably all part of it too, is the TL2I Cash Mailer. Okay, this is a site owned by Rob Gearing. Rob's also a member of List Building Club. And with the TL2I Cash Mailer and other sites that use the LFMVM script, okay, your downline builders, okay, are basically, the links are basically set. Okay, for example, basically what that means is that what you do is you go in and you put your ID in here. The link's already coded in here, okay? And you just put your ID in here and you save it and it populates it. So when your downline looks at your referrals looking here at your downline builder, uh, and they click these, they'll join through you. Okay, let me go adjust this camera here. Okay, so all of these are set basically already, so you can't change these. Okay, so with these sites, your downline builder is set as it is. Now, what you do with these is you can actually take what I'm going to teach you here and utilize that for when you post your ads. Okay, and I'll get back to that in a minute. So first, let's go ahead and let me go over to the List Building Club. Let me go ahead and close this one out. This is I don't need to have the admin section open. Okay, so I'm going to go List Building Club here, and the List Building Club and a lot of other sites like it allows you to put a full URL in your downline builder. Okay. For example, if we go to the downline builder here, and if you look here, it says add your referral URLs to the programs below. So you got to add the entire URL. Okay. Now, most people, what they'll do is they'll just go in and they'll just enter their affiliate ID or their affiliate link. So they'll just come here and they'll go the TL2I Cash Mailer and they'll just put in their full TL2I affiliate link, or they'll put in their Great Life link or their Wow App link, and that's it. Okay. What I do, okay, is I put a squeeze page URL. Now you want to put in a squeeze page that's going to talk to them about the program that's being advertised. So you don't want to be sneaky and say, here's a Great Life URL, put that in there, and all of a sudden it's for something else. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're putting in something that's relative and the same as a program. So for this example, I'm going to use one of our other members' sites, Leonie Easterberg. I'm going to use her site, the Host Crusher LLC mailer. I'm going to use that as an example for this. Okay, so what we do is we're going to go over to, I'm going to scroll down the downline builder, and Host Crusher is already added to the downline builder here at List Building Club. Okay, it's right here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and first thing I want to do is I want to go over to Lead Sleep. Okay, now Lead Sleep is where I create my pages. So I'm going to go ahead and most people here are probably members of Lead Sleep already. If not, it's in the downline builder. You can join through there. But what I want to do first, I want to go and create a new page. I'm going to create a new campaign. And this is not going to be an intensive Lead Sleep training. This is like, I'm just using these as an example. If you use it on a page builder, that's perfectly fine. Okay. But I like Lead Sleep because it's got a lot of options you can utilize. So I'm going to call this Host Crusher LLC opt-in and add it now. I'm going to go ahead and create a new page. I'm going to launch the editor. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab, I kind of like this setup right here because it's a lot easy to work with. Okay, and I'm just going to go real quick. I'm going to go ahead and remove the things I don't need. Okay. The problem with the blank template that they have is you can't add any elements to it. It's just kind of, I mean, honestly, the blank template that Leap offers is pretty pointless because you can't really do anything with it. So I'm going to go ahead and move my camera away here. Remove that part. I don't need this. I'll leave these in here. Don't need that. Don't need this picture here. Okay, I'm going to remove all this stuff. Now, if you use Leap autoresponder, leave this in here. I don't use Leap autoresponder, so I'm going to take this out. Okay. I use my own self-host autoresponder, but it doesn't really matter which one you use. It'll work just fine. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start designing the page. And what I do is I simply go back to the site I'm promoting, and I'm going to go into the affiliate section. I want to get some graphics. Okay, so I'm going to go to the toolbox. I'm going to look for a large graphic. This one's going to work. This one should work fine. Okay, and this is even a nice graphic right here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. Okay. This actually might work as a background graphic. I might try that, see how that looks. But I'm going to go ahead and copy the URL of this graphic. So I'm going to copy the image address. You guys, I apologize if my face is really close to the camera. Just I don't have a lot of space here where I'm at, so things are kind of a little bit cramped. But I'm going to go back to the page builder, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the image element, and I'm going to simply paste that link in here. Okay, and then move myself out of the way. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and expand it to enlarge it. Yeah, I'm just move this down a little bit. You want to get it to where it's actually nice and visible. Don't want to have it too big because you want to make sure it's all within the top fold, within the fold. Okay, you don't want to have anything that's going to go where people have to scroll down to see the opt-in box. You want to make sure everything's within the first fold. So if I can find, there we go. You want to make sure the entire graphic is showing. Okay, bam, like that. All right, and really the verbiage is just you can basically copy verbiage from the site itself. So if I go to, like, I'll open up my my affiliate link here and see if there's any verbiage I want to use. So that's actually good verbiage we can use. Let's see how you ready pressures. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use this verbiage right here. And I'm going to go to my page builder, and I'm just going to paste that in. And what I want to do is make sure that's all centered properly. Okay, you just kind of play around with how you want it to look. All right. I'll enlarge this a little bit. And just kind of play around with how you'd like it to look. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of the other elements here. What I might do actually is do this here instead. I might go ahead and just take that out for a second. I'm gonna put the other verbiage here in a separate text box. So I can, because if you have it in the same text box, it's all gonna resize the same. So we'll go ahead and redo that one, make it a little bit bigger. So basically you want to make it look the way you kind of just play around with it. I mean, just don't spend too much time making it look perfect. But no, a lot of us would like to make our page look at least look somewhat nice. that. And then what I do is, and I'll just put like a call to action, leave that in the platform below now. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go and add my form. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to my autoresponder. And again, it doesn't matter what autoresponder you have. Okay. I use a self-hosted autoresponder for myself. I use MailWiz on my own server. A lot of people don't want to use their own hosting for that. So a lot of people like to use third-party programs, which is fine. I just like it because there's a lot of options, a lot of freedom that I have with how I do things instead of the third party telling me that I have to do only have to double opt and I can't promote certain things because whatever. That's just my personal preference. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new list real quick. So I'm going to go to create list. And again, this is going to be the same with pretty much any autoresponder. You know, it's just going to be however they have it set up. Okay, I'm just going to go and fill these things in real fast. And then I'm going to type in what I like to do. I like to keep my name, and then I put the site name I'm promoting in the from name so they can see that it's me promoting that site. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I make sure it's single opt-in. Okay. I don't like to make sure it's single and single opt-out. Um, I don't need that welcome email, reply to email. I'm going to keep that as one thing you want to make sure is your reply email and your from email should be the same. Okay. That's going to help you with the deliverability and that you are sending. If it's the from emails from this email address, it should be from the same domain. So basically, I wouldn't want to have my mail list on kurttashi.com and send it from a different email address, like put like a Gmail address in here or something. It's going to look kind of suspicious to the ISPs and the ESPs, and it might get your stuff put in spam. Okay, so and I'll do a whole training. I'm gonna do a whole training on that kind of stuff another time. But next, all I need to do really, I need to go through down here and to be a CAN spam compliant. We need to make sure that we have our physical address and everything all properly put in here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix this up real quick. Okay. And I don't care if you guys have my address or not. You know, it's fine. I'm not shy. Okay, and then if you're required to put in a website, you don't have. I mean, I don't have to put one in here. I can put in either a you know my own blog address, or I can actually put in the affiliate link to the program I'm promoting. You know, that's another thing you could do. I'm just going to put in my blog address for now. Okay, and not worry about and I might change that to something else later. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and save it. Okay, so next, now the list is created. There's a couple things I need to do. First thing I want to do, I want to go ahead and I want to get my form. So first thing I want to do, I want to go over to my list and I'm going to go ahead and click on the list. It's actually, yeah, right here. Click on my list. And then, each autoresponder is going to be different. With this one, I got to go to where it says pages. And I want to set up my redirect URL. So I need to go down to subscription confirmed. And it's just probably a little bit easier with like Aweber and stuff like that because it's pretty direct. This you got to go a couple extra steps, but it's not a big deal. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down. I'm going to change this. So normally it would show a default redirect. I'm gonna have it set to go to a different URL. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have it redirect to the affiliate link, the referral link for Host Crusher. But instead of sending it directly to the actual referral link, I'm going to utilize a lead sleep tracker because with a lead sleep tracker, I can do a few things. Number one, I can swap out between the different pages that Host Crusher offers, and I can also number one, I can come here and I can put an ad bar over it. So if I got something else I want to promote, I want to build a list building club, for example, I can do that. I'll put that in there for example. I can also utilize, like I have my Facebook group that I promote, things like that, other programs, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and use that for now. Okay. And then I can add a pop-up if I want to. I'm not going to, we need one right now. I can keep it monetized. Okay. Again, additional potential income. Okay. Leave it monetized. And then I'm going to go ahead and just save that. Okay. So then now when I go ahead and I click on that link and I open it up, it'll show that ad right here. Okay. All right. And then, I'll probably just change that to something else later on. But I'm going to copy that link and just close this out. Then I go back to MailWiz. Let me close that out and close the Zoom alphas out. Just keep that open. Sometimes it's hard to see the browser tabs with the camera in the way, but so I'm going to just paste that in here. So this would be my redirect URL. Okay, so whatever program or whatever autoresponder you use, you would put your redirect URL in that spot. And again, I recommend using a lead sleeve tracker. You can use whatever you want. Right? There's other things you can use. Click Save Changes. Okay, so next I want to go back to my list. And I want to go to my custom fields, because custom fields with MailWiz is first, last name, and emails. That's what I have as set for default. But what I want to make, first of all, make sure that I don't care about the last name, but I want to make sure that first name, I'll make all these things required. First name, email. I don't really need the last name, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that out of here. Okay, and then what I want to have, and this is what I recommend for everything you do, okay? Everything you do is you put in a phone number field and you require a phone number field. So I'm going to go ahead and add phone number field in here and put it as required. Okay. The order here where it says sort order doesn't matter. That's if I'm posting the form directly into a page, HTML page. I don't really worry about how the order is right here. I'm just going to save it. Okay. And then once it saves, give that a minute to save. And this has a few errors. So let me see what I messed up on. Oh, I forgot to put a tag in there. So the form field, the label is I'm going to call it cell phone. This is what's going to show inside the form field. And then the tag, I had to put a one-word tag. You may not have to do this with your third-party responders. I have to do it with this one. But again, use what you're comfortable with. We'll go ahead and save that. Okay, that's all set. Okay, next I'm going to go over back to my list again, and I'm going to get my form code. Now, Leadsleep makes this pretty easy. Okay, so I'm going to my forms. Okay, now all I need to do is I'm going to copy all this code right here. And here's what makes Leadsleep it super easy with this. Okay, all I got to do, and remember, and if you are using it's just something I want to mention. If you are using a autoresponder other than Leadsleep Sensd that's already included with this, you want to make sure that you delete the entire form and start from scratch. If you try to do it with the form code with the other form elements in there, it's not going to work. Okay, so make sure you delete the entire thing, including the button. Okay, and start from scratch. And all you got to do is copy your form code, and then go over to where it says choose a list name or choose a list manager, and I'm going to choose third party. Okay, I'm going to choose import form details. Okay, I'm going to paste that code in. I'm going to click import this form, and then it's going to take me through some steps. Can't match input field email. I'm going to create a new input field. Submit that, and I'm going to click OK. And then it says first field cell phone. Create a new input field. Submit. Boom. And then for F name or first name, create new input field, submit. And then with MailWiz, for some reason, it puts this. This is another. I believe this is the. I don't know if it's the form number, or whatever it is, but it puts this kind of random thing in here. And this one, I'm just going to ignore the input field because I don't need this one. This is not really an input field. This may or may not happen with your autoresponder. It depends, but all you really need to do is get your name, email, and your phone number elements in there. That's all you really need. Click submit. All you do is close it out. And now I'm going to go ahead and all I got to do is drag and drop all these form elements. And I like to do first name, email, then phone number. And then what I like to do, I like to make sure they stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a border. Just going to do a dashed border here. And what leads if I got to do is go over here to the input field border and then you just choose a border style. Okay, and you can change the colors and the size and all that if you want to. Okay. So now we're pretty much almost done. All we get is drag this, and I'm gonna, instead of letting say subscribe, I'm just gonna put in here. I'm gonna put join now. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and enlarge that text. I'm actually gonna enlarge the button as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead to the button and just click on it and just kind of drag it to open it. Okay, I might just go ahead and just shrink it down a little bit. And I like to have rounded corners on my buttons sometimes. So it's I'm gonna go to button radius and I'm just gonna change the button radius so it's rounded. Okay. And then I like to do things like add animation so it draws attention to it. Whatever you can do with your autoresponder to make things look good, or actually with Leasely make things look good. Just play around with different things. It's not 100% necessary, but I like to put something like the ta-da animation, and I like to have it repeat consistently, like every 3 seconds, for example. So every 3 seconds is going to shake like that to keep their attention. Now I'm going to go ahead and see about the backgrounds. Let's go back to Host Crusher. I'm going to go ahead and grab that one background. I'm going to see if I can get that to look good as a background. So let me see if I can actually add that in. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go background type, image or video. Paste that in. And it says image video URL must be in JPEG, PNG, or GIF. So if it's animated GIF, it's not going to work. So I'm able to use that. But I'm going to go ahead and I want to match the colors a little bit, so I can't put the image in there. So it's like a dark blue background for Hose Crushers. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of match that. So let me go back to color. I might just do a radial gradient, okay? And what that's basically blends two colors together. So I'm going to go ahead and take that's black. I'm going to need black. We need to do like a dark, just a blue. Actually pretty cool. So it's like a blue, and it looks like a blue and a black together. Okay, that looks pretty nice. Okay. So once that's all set up and done, okay, let me go and and you can play around with centering things, make sure things look the way you want it. Okay. Sometimes you'll move things around like that, but go ahead and get this all organized here. This is and again, what's great about these pages, you can actually come and change them around. Okay, and whatever you want to. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Save the page. Okay. And then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to make sure that this page is activated. Okay. So I want to go ahead because if I just do this right now, you'll notice no active design. Okay. So I need to change that. I need to go back here and I need to click this little button here to activate that design. Now when I go here to load it up, it shows my page. Now it looks a little bit off center, so I'm going to change things around in this. So I'll probably do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and make this put this in one row. Oops. And probably just kind of drag that down a little bit, and then move these up. Just because I want to make sure everything's above the fold. And again, you can adjust these as you see fit, as you need to. Okay, now if I refresh that, that should look a little bit better. Okay, so that's so much better. And again, I could probably adjust some of these things here. But that's pretty much, the gist of it. Now all we need to do is you need to add this link to the Downline builder. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link here. I'm going to go back to the list building club. And I'm going to go ahead and paste this link in here. Okay, so now what's going to happen is anytime someone comes to the list building club to join, they go to my Downline builder, what's going to happen is they're going to go in, they're going to click on this link, this banner here. It's going to take them. Actually, that kind of messed up. You know what? It kind of messed up. You know what it was? I know what happened. I did not put this this link in as the main link, because what's going to happen is it's actually going to send you to your sponsors link. So the admin link was set to the raw affiliate link. So I'm going to go ahead and real quick. I'm going to change that real quick. So let me go ahead and go into my admin panel real quick, and then go to Downline Builder. And then go to Host Crusher. And we'll go ahead and change that real quick here. Change that live real quick here. So that, okay, so now that's done. So now it's going to happen. Now it should be fine. So I'm going to go back here, refresh. Okay, so now, so what's going to happen is for any of my referrals that come through, not the ones that come through my admin page, through my admin link, but any who comes through here and have joined under me as a member, okay, are going to see. Just see if I can find it again. Sometimes this script tends to randomly move things around, and then now it should go to that capture page. Okay, so there you go, right there. It goes to the capture page, and again, I'm gonna edit this stuff so everything's above the fold. It's a little bit too far down. For my taste. I would prefer to have it where it's not so it's not down so far. So I can just like real quick here, just kind of oops. I'm gonna have it where it's more above the fold. So let me real quick here adjust this. And guys, if you want pages like this, I'll be happy to share the Lead Sleep share codes with you for any pages I create. So if you see any pages I create and you want to utilize these for your own Lead Sleep account, for your own page builder, I'm happy to share the codes with you for these. Okay. So that's a little bit better. It's a little cramped right here, but I'm gonna I'll just resize the image later on and kind of adjust things here. But then all you have to do really, and another thing I want to add too, is that I'm not going to spend too much time doing creating the follow-up emails for this, but what you can do, and this will be a separate training actually, for any of the traffic sites that I use, if it doesn't offer email swipes, which Host Crusher doesn't have any email swipes that I've seen. Actually, let me Close that out. Go back to close that out. Okay. There's no email swipes for Host Crusher. So one thing that you can do, and again, the training, I'll do a full training on this later, is you can actually go to use like ChatGPT, an AI, and what you do is you open up your affiliate link, and you copy you copy everything from your affiliate link. You just do a Control A and copy everything, and then you type a prompt in ChatGPT and say, please create a 5-page follow-up series promoting Post Crusher LLC mailer using the following information. And then you paste all that information in there, and the AI will go through and it'll create emails. And you'll probably have to edit them a little bit because they may have things in there that don't really need to be in there. It'll create emails for you, okay, for this. So you won't have to sit there and write them by hand. You can actually have AI do it for you, and then just simply go and edit the ones at the way you like. Okay, but to make this a little bit simpler, real quick, after I create a capture page for the Downline builder, and after I've done all this other stuff, one thing that I do is I want to make sure that everyone gets onto. I funnel everyone onto one major, basically one basic marketing list. Okay, so if I go to my list, I got a lot of lists, and I got a list. So I got a list for all different sites, all different programs, all different MLM programs, and I got a list that's just called Kurt Tash. That's basically my generic list. That's my generic marketing list. So I want to get everyone funneled onto that list. So what I do is I go first. I got to do is I create the follow-up series, okay, and then I'm gonna create a basic. I'm just gonna create a generic list autoresponder for Host Crusher. So I'm going to go and create a new autoresponder. I'm just going to type in like, see, welcome. And this is not the actual email I'm going to use. I'm just using it as a training placeholder for right now. Okay. And then choose the list. So the list is Host Crusher. Again, this is probably different setup with your autoresponder. Doesn't matter which one you use. It's fine. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to type in the subject. And then scroll down here. And what I want to do is I want to add an option. So I'm going to click on Show More Options. And depending upon your autoresponder, how it works, you may or may not be able to do this. I think Lead you can do something similar. I'm going to choose an option that whenever this campaign is sent, and I do this because I'm only putting one email here as an example. I'm using it right now, but I do this for the final email of the follow-up series. So if there's a 5 email series, I would be doing this with email number 5, not number 1. I'm just using it for number 1 as an example. Okay. I don't want to move people around when they're still getting emails about the thing I'm promoting initially. Okay. But whether they join or not, I'll have them on my general list to promote the next thing. Okay. And also utilize that list to give them some value, because that's what we're missing in our industry is giving people value. So I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to choose an action of move. And I can move or copy. I'm going to move the person, move the subscriber to my Kurt Tashi list after this campaign has been sent. So they'll get this email, and they'll be moved off of this list to that other list. Okay. Click Save and Next. And I'm just going to type in a quick body. Put hi, first name. Welcome to Host Crusher LLC. And then I'm just going to go ahead and let's put to your success. And then that's not what I'm actually, that's obviously just a space filler for the training. I'm actually going to change that. And then if I click save, it's going to prompt me that I'm missing a couple things. I'm missing my company or my company full address and my unsubscribe URL. Okay. And then again, I'll do full training on this another time because I don't want to have it. This is obviously not a good email, and I'd rather I have it. I have a certain way that I use my unsubscribe links. I like to have it set up a certain way, so it's number one. It's easier for the subscriber to unsubscribe, yet it's not so much that it's right in their face where it tempts them to unsubscribe. Okay, so go and save that out. And then a couple of things. 0, because it's going to be sent instantly once they subscribe. These don't matter. After subscription, do I want to allow imported subscribers to receive this? Yes. So if I do import people, instead of them going through my opt-in form, I can, they will still receive this message. And then you got the details of the campaign here. Okay. 0 subscribers, nobody's on the list right now. Save changes and save and activate the campaign. So with MailWiz, they call campaigns, or what they call the email messages. Some artists might refer to campaigns as the actual list. Okay, so it's a little bit different. So basically, to review everything we've done today. Okay, and again, I'm going to go and close docs. I don't need this open anymore, so let me go ahead and close that. Basically, what we did is we talked about utilizing Downline Builder to build your list. So we took and went and grabbed, and we're using Host Crusher as an example. Okay, I got get some graphics from here. We created an opt-in page. Okay, we created a form which is going to redirect them to the affiliate page using a lead sleeve tracker. Now you want to also make sure that you test these trackers to make sure that the join buttons actually work inside the tracker, because sometimes there's sites where it won't work if it's inside a tracker or inside a frame. But we went and created a capture page. It's going to redirect them to our Host Crusher affiliate page using a lead sleeve tracker. We use the tracker because that allows us with some more options, meaning we can actually put an ad bar here if we want to. We can have we can have it monetized with ads. Okay. I don't recommend doing this with your capture page because that draws too much attention away. But once you've got them opted in, they come here. They can either join now or they'll join with one of your emails that you send out to them. Okay. And even if they don't join your program, or even if they're already a member and they don't join under you, utilizing that one technique that I told you about moving them from one list to the other is going to keep you building your list. Okay. So you're basically using different traffic exchanges and mailers and programs, not just to build those programs, okay, but also using them as a funnel to get people onto a single list. Okay. All right. So the guys make sense, guys. Then what you do is you just take the capture page link and you put it in your downline builder. Okay. So again, we go down here. So now it's Host Crusher. Now, if someone joins me in the list building club, or any other program, like if you go into the Downline Builder, you'll find programs from the Elite Tigers group, that's Dawud Islam, and a few others, where you can actually add the full URL. It doesn't work with the LFM VMs, but here's what you can do. Okay, so let's go ahead really quick and just so I can add this in there. So if you can add a full URL to the Downline Builder itself, do it. Then what you're going to do is you're also going to add in, you're going to use that capture page for your text ads and your banner ads in the site. And then if you have a site that's an LFMVM script, like the TL2I cache mailer, instead of worrying about the Downline Builder, okay. And again, if you want, you can actually with this site, if you're upgraded, you can actually add the program yourself into the Downline Builder, but you won't be able to use a full URL. What you can do is you can go over here to the banners, okay, and you can add a new banner, Okay, and then we'll do is we'll add like I'll use as an example. I'm going to copy the link here, the target link, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy the image URL. And paste that in there. So you can do it that way. Okay. And then, it'll be right if I can find it, because sometimes it doesn't actually put them in order, kind of moves them around. Okay, so right here. So now it's in the back. Now all I have to do is assign some credits to it and some views to it. Okay. And you guys, you want to do this with, and this is just, you want to do this with everything you're promoting. You don't want to ever send someone directly to an affiliate link or directly to a sign up page. Even Rob Gary will teach this. You don't want to send people to a company page directly ever. You always want to send them to a capture page. Okay, always. You always want to build your list first, build the opportunity of the site or the company or the traffic site, whatever it is, build that second. Okay. Yeah, you want to get signups. Yeah, I get that. You want to build your list so you can build relationships with people. You can contact them. Okay. And then even if that company or site goes out of business, for example, okay, you still got your list. So you can keep on building stuff. You can keep on giving them value. Okay. So what I would do is I would take that, I'd put it as a banner ad. I would also create a text ad. If I can, I would create login ads, and I would always use the capture page when possible. Never, ever, ever just using the affiliate link. All right, ever. Okay. Always use a capture page. Create your own. Okay. Doesn't matter what autoresponder you have. I highly recommend if it's a single opt-in. If you use Leadsy, but it's double opt-in, you can still use that. Whatever. But always, 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 and I think I said always, use a capture page for everything. Right. So, guys, that's it for today's training. I don't think anyone was on live today. I think a lot of people had a lot of other things going on, which is fine. I will have this recording put up on my YouTube channel in the List Building Club playlist, and I will go ahead and paste the training link for the video. Once it's recorded, I'll paste it in the Facebook group, and I'll also paste the link in the WoW App group as well. Okay. And I might just go ahead and send an email out to everyone just to make sure they actually get the link. So, anyway, guys, with that, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next training.